Opening. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me again on my United Kingdom tour. Today we are on the taxiway, actually, at Harwarden, Chester, where we finished up before. I'd already taxied out and then realised I hadn't put Skytrack on, so I stopped and started again, so no worries. And today's flight takes us from Chester down across the Sicily, probably, I don't know how you pronounce it, viaduct, if we can find it, down to Welshpool, and then from Welshpool, after a quick break, we fly down to Pembury. So probably all in all about an hour and over an hour, I guess, hour and 15 minutes possibly. So feel free to scroll through the video bits you don't fancy watching. Excuse me a minute, let's have a drink of my coffee. Wind's coming from 300 at the moment, so roughly this sort of direction, something like that, I guess. 270, 290, yeah, something like that. So we're going to take off from runway 22. It's 5-knot wind, so it's not much of a crosswind, but we'll probably feel it a little bit in the Beechcraft. So I've got the battery on. As I say, I started the taxi and then realised that I hadn't started the Skytrack. So we'll start the engines again, hopefully. Parking brake can go on.
Clear prop.
Right, stick the alternators on, avionics on. I've already got the lights on. Beg your pardon. I didn't load in the flight plan again. Forgot that, so never mind. I'll just make sure we're somewhere near it on the little nav map. Okay, let's taxi onto the runway. Parking brake off. Past the Airbus factories. Quite a sharp turn here, actually. Bit of differential braking at the same time, I think. We'll taxi out down to runway 22. Get rid of my mush. Only a runway, so I don't think we'll use flaps. We'll just take off. Okay. Holding runway 22. Landing lights on. See if we can get up the hill. Onto the runway. Nothing coming in. Runway clear. Okay, right, let's go. I want to head off about, what are we? 200, I think. Ahead around about turn my desktop speakers down a bit. Right, let's get my, I'm going to climb up to 2,000 feet. Pilot on. Put the heading on for a minute. ES and probably about slow climb 350 a day. Let's put a gear up. I want to come round to our right. Excuse me. Right. Come round to our right a bit more, otherwise we'll miss the viaduct. About 210, I think, actually. Be about it for the time being. I don't think we go over those hills. I think the viaduct's probably in front somewhere. I'm hoping it's there. It's a it is a 2020 building in the World Update for the UK. So quite a nice day. Scattered cloud. Spring day. I think that's Wrexham down there. We just passed over. Well, there's a town coming up, village, I suppose. Roslanegog. Is that right? No, Roslanegog, something. Pronounced, well, translated as Johnstown. It should be coming up in a minute here. I think it's here, this area. Although Johnstown might be further over. I don't know if they're different, but yeah. But it's a hell of a Welsh name, I'm afraid. Hopefully we'll be able to see the viaduct. Need to come straight a bit now. We're at 208. I think it's the wind. The wind's pushing us. We can find out a bit about the viaduct once we can see it. I haven't got the automatic push radio on, but I've got the ability to set it off, so here we can see it. Should be around here somewhere. No? Oh, there it is, right below us. Alright, let's set the thing off.
Canal across the River Dee in the Vale of Llangollen in north-east Wales. The 18-arched stone and cast iron structure is for use by narrowboats and was completed in 1805, having taken 10 years to design and build. It is the longest aqueduct in Great Britain and the highest canal aqueduct in the world. The aqueduct was to have been a key part of the central section of the proposed Ellesmere Canal, an industrial waterway that would have created a commercial link between the River Severn at Shrewsbury and the port of Liverpool on the River Mersey. Although a less expensive construction course was surveyed further to the east, the westerly high ground route across the Vale of Llangollen was preferred because it would have taken the canal through the mineral-rich coalfields of north-east Wales. Only parts of the canal route were completed because the expected revenues required to complete the entire project were never generated. Most major work ceased after the completion of the Pontcysyrte Aqueduct in 1805. The structure is a Grade 1 listed building and a World Heritage Site.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of it. These fields look very green today for some reason. I don't know why that is. Have I got... That looks a bit too green for my liking. Hang on a second. What's my custom things on? Well, maybe they are green like that. When the sun's out on it, I suppose they would be greener. Don't know if it would be green this time of year, but can't do much about that. Right, so what do we pass? Lambordwell? Where's that? Yeah, that's... pass over Lambordwell. Not a lot else that we pass over, to be honest, till we get to Welshpool. I might head down to the Battle of Buttington. I don't know what that was. Yeah. I think we can actually descend now. We'll come down to 1,000 feet initially. BS down. I think that's a road down here somewhere. Yeah, I think it's this long straight road. Looks a bit like a bit of a Roman road down here. And then just the other side here, I think, was the site of a battle of Buttington. Buttington. It must have been in this area here. This is a extinct volcano, I think. Oh no, that's Brecon Hill. Yeah. Oh, there. That's a extinct volcano. Brecon Hill, it's called, but right, so the
Battle of Buttington was fought in 893 between a Viking army and an alliance of Anglo-Saxons and Welsh. The annals for 893 reported that a large Viking army had landed in the Lim estuary, Kent, and a smaller force had landed in the Thames estuary under the command of Danish King Haystein. These were reinforced by ships from the settled Danes of East Anglia and Northumbria. Some of this contingent sailed round the coast to besiege a fortified place and Exeter, both in Devon. The English King Alfred the Great, on hearing of Exeter's demise, led all his mounted men to relieve the city. He left his son-in-law Athelred, lord of the Mercians, and Ealdorman Ethelhelm, Ethelnuth, and others in charge of defending various towns and cities from the rest of the Viking army. The king's then managed to assemble a great army consisting of both Saxons and Welsh. The combined army laid siege to the Vikings, who had built a fortification at Buttington. After several weeks, the starving Vikings broke out of their fortification only to be beaten by the combined English and Welsh army, with many of the Vikings being put to flight.
Yeah. Many battles in the UK, I'm afraid, in the past. So many wearing factions. Okay, this is Welshpool Airport here, but we want to land from the other direction because the winds are 90 degrees, so we're going to land on runway 04. Oh, pardon me. So we'll do a maybe a left-hand circuit, shall we? Let's turn the autopilot off, and we'll have some flaps down. A gear down as well, it helps slow us down, won't it? It's a bit of drag. Okay, so there's a runway that we want. Not sure where the parking area is, mind you. Oh yeah, it's right up the other end, so... bit low coming in, but never mind. Want to head up the other end anyway. Okay, we're just gonna turn off the end here. Oh, who's that clapping? Applause, thank you. See if we can swivel around in here. We're ready to go again. It's a bit of a crosswind whichever way we're, so we'll take off from this end because we want to head south again. Oh, they're all in the grass over there. Okay, right. I just need to shut the engines for a second and file my Pier, and then we'll immediately start them up again while they're still warm and get going again. Okay, right, so we're ready to get going again. Let's have, well, just go straight off. Save a bit of time. Right, I don't want all those flaps though. Landing lights and everything's still on. Take that off. We'll take off on runway 22. There's not a strong wind, and it seems to be a crosswind pretty much whatever we do, so we want to head basically straight down the runway, so oops, come on. Well, a rolling start, shall we? Whoa, 70 knots, getting blown a little bit. I mean, the winds here are showing coming from almost behind us, but never mind. Safe backtracking all the way down the runway. Gear up. We still need to go back up to 2,000 feet on this leg, so we'll flick that back up to 2. All the pilots and PS and up. We basically want to head 210, but the wind's coming across a little bit, so how many knots is that? 6 knots? Yeah, 6 knot wind. Not going to be much, is it? Let's go 28. See if that'll hold us on track. Oh, we might be under the hour, actually. Zipping along quite quickly. Take a picture for my screenshot, I guess. Don't we pass over many towns though? Should I do one a bit different? Do one like this, perhaps. And half. What's that? Cheviot Hills. I don't think we've got too many more places of interest. Tally television relay station, I don't think that's particularly interesting, so and a lake, but no, so I think we'll I'll take the bush talk radio off. Right, let's see if we got any navigation aids for Pembury. Not sure if we have. Nope. So again, it's a case of spotting it. 3-3 or right, so we need to. The runway is 213 or 33, and the winds are 060, so 8 knots. So roughly, it says rain, but I don't know, that's not at Pembury, I don't think. No, it's somewhere else nearby. I'm not sure where it's showing. Showing at Echo Golf Sierra Yankee. We're landing at Echo Golf Foxtrot Papa. Well, if we land on 3-3, still going to be a bit of a crosswind, but 8 knots. So that takes us, where do we go from there? We go, right, so we have to go out over the village and port of Bury Port. If I bring that this way, and there, yeah, it will be okay. Well, it says our highest point there is about 1,700 feet, so in theory we should be about 300 feet above this here. There's a nice river valley. Yeah, we should be able to clear that, I think. It looks okay, just about. Oh, yeah, little face. Yeah, the colours are more muted now, the clouds come in a bit. Trees by a few hundred feet. I don't map the contours, but looks quite high though here. Oh, those textures look a bit odd as well. I think we'll come round to the left a bit. Some of these distant hills, like the textures look a bit strange, or the mesh not loading in properly. It might snap in. Yeah, there we go. The distance. I don't know what I've got my LOD level set to, level of detail or whatever, but I thought it was quite high actually. Let me just check. Hope it doesn't crash on me. Not that high. Stick it up a bit if it makes a difference. We're going to head down towards Llanfecken and Garth. I like the name Garth. That's quite a Garth. I don't know what these blue areas are. If they're furs of some sort, I don't know. Yeah, we should come across a main road in a minute. Should. If we're in the right place. Oh, is that it down below us? Yeah, I think that's it there. Green actually looks better now. It's a lot. I don't know what was wrong earlier, unless it's just the big maps were different down there. It was a very vibrant sort of green. It's a bit unrealistic. I prefer it to be more pastel-like in a way, more natural. Okay, what I might do actually, after we land at Penbury, is just do a quick hop along to Cardiff, because that will end the Welsh part of the tour, and it's the last leg of the Welsh VFR tour, so, because we're still only 40 minutes into this flight, so, obviously you don't have to watch if you don't want to. We've been across there before, but that's where it ends. And from there we hop back across to, I can't remember where it was now, I'll have a look later, to continue with the England part of the tour. So there'll be our last couple of legs in Wales. We leave the Welsh hills behind. Pardon me. I finished my coffee. I didn't reduce my RPM on this leg or my mixture. Naughty boy, I'll be burning the engines up. Slow us down a bit. Give the engines a bit of a rest. 'Cause I think this mod you can affect the engines, from what I understand. Okay, we've got about 20 miles to top of descent. So about 10 minutes before top of descent, and 14 minutes to our destination. But well, as I say, we're gonna fly a left-hand circuit to land on the northeasterly facing runway. Oh, they look nice, those hills over there, don't they? I think they've got names as well. Oh, that's the Brecon Beacons. Oh, okay. Oh, that's where they are. I've heard of the Brecon Beacons, but didn't know that was them. What it says about them. The Brecon Beacons National Park is one of 3 national parks in Wales and is centred on the Brecon Beacons range of hills in southern Wales. Oh, there you go. Doesn't tell you much, but that's the Brecon Beacons. I think we can make a slow descent down to 1,000. So. $200 a minute should do. Oops. Could be a couple of light showers up ahead. Just conscious of clearing this hill here. Might be a bit of drizzle, a few misty bits around anyway. What that place is. That's some sort of factories, I guess. Doesn't really say anything on the map. Over here is Clandibee. Clandibee. We got to go over this. I might have to go around it. Oh yeah, we're actually hitting it at the moment. I think I'll go around it. Yeah. Cut across here. It's a little hill called Minidcillin. Not penicillin, Minidcillin. Or Meneed, I don't know. Spelled MYNYDD SYLEN. I was just looking, there should be a lot of turbines up on the hills over there, but they don't appear to have been rendered. You know, a wind turbine farm. Looks like we avoided that shower anyway. This is Llanelli. Llanelli.
500.
Right, when we clear the coast here at Bury, and here somewhere, Bury Port. Oh no, this is still Llanelli, I beg your pardon, Bury's over here. Well, we're going to go up the coast. Or across the coast, I should say, along the coast.
$500.
500. Okay, let's slow ourselves down a bit more. Oh, this is Bury Port down here. Bury, probably Bury, B-U-R-R-Y. I guess the port's in here. It's more mainly for yachts and things. Hence the images on the textures there. Right, Pembury Airport's over here. We're going to fly along this landscape, or whatever it is. Mud flats, probably, I guess. And then we'll turn base on a base leg. Turn the autopilot off. Another gear down. Another shower of rain there coming in. Typical, isn't it? The the runway's always obscured. Let's see it that way. Oh yeah, there it is over there, I think. A little bit slow. Right, can we see it now? I'm assuming that's it there. Yeah. Okay, let's head for that then. Well, might be a bit high at the moment. I don't know why, but the winds in 2020 today are not the same as the meters that I'm getting on little nav map, because it's showing the wind behind me here. But little nav map, it was supposedly coming from the east, but never mind. Well, the windsock's sort of towards us anyway. Never know why when you touch down sometimes you suddenly veer off. Yet my rudder pedals are straight. Unless it's the wind again. Okay, let's I'm not going to go round to the terminal because I just want to take off again in a minute, so I'm just going to stop here. Turn around facing the... It's not much at Pembury anyway. See, that windsock is actually directions... the wind was sort of coming across and behind us, so I don't know if that is the true. I haven't actually got a meter at Pembury itself. It was giving me a meter nearby, so never mind. Okay, right, quickly shut the engines. And stop my Pier. Okay, start flying club. Now, where's my fuel on here? Because I've got... yeah, let's switch fuel tank. Can we switch fuel tanks? No, that's off. That's the one we want now. We'll go on the other fuel tank. Maybe that's why it was a bit lopsided on landing. I should have switched tanks to keep them even, but never mind. We'll burn that off a bit. Okay, right, let's quickly jump across to Cardiff and we can finish this part of the tour. Okay, get back on the runway. We basically want to head along the coast. What I will do, there is actually an ILS on the... We'll use the ILS for landing, shall we? Just for a change, so let me set up Swansea, Port Talbot, Cardiff. Information for ILS. Right, 11070, so if we switch those back a minute. 11070. Okay, switch that back. We'll go on to nav 1, stabilizer 1. Yeah, that's probably not a northern runway. Course is the middle button. No, it's runway. Hang on. I don't know if it switches itself round anyway, but runway 12, right round there. I'm just setting my localizer 1 to where it would need to be. and then hopefully we can pick up the ILS. I'm only going to go up to 1,000 feet anyway, so should be it, I think. Okay, anyway, we'll see. Right, so we're headed along the coast. Okay, positive rate. I can get there. Put my gear up. Oh, well, we'll get up to about 1,000. I'm not going to put it on full autopilot, but I'll just set the altitude when we get there. We'll go back across the sand dunes and head east, basically. Let's that's set the altitude. Altitude 1,050. Why does it not hold it? It should do. Heading. Fly autopilot. Now we want to come round to the east. Put in roll mode, didn't put the heading road on. Okay. We want to head along the coast. Right east. Yeah, we're basically heading straight for Cardiff at the moment. When we get a bit nearer, I'll put the approach mode on. I say it's not very far. Probably about 5 minutes. Flying over Mumbles again. If you remember Mumbles when we first started from here. Mumbles Pier and Lifeboat Station. It says Mumbles Pier and Lifeboat Station opened in 1835 with a lifeboat that was funded and managed by Swansea Harbour trustees and was known as Swansea Lifeboat Station. Oh. We should just get into Cardiff before it rains. I won't go on the main terminal, so or turn off right. As long as I can stop in time. I think that's Swansea Airport down there. Stopped there, didn't we? Yeah, Swansea. Yeah, we stopped there on the way around Wales. Cardiff is over here, so it's about 20 miles maybe. Don't know if I've got a see if I've got a DME from it. No, we haven't got a VOR by the look of it. We should get a DME from the localizer when we pick it up. It says it's 090 actually. That isn't right. 0.9 west. No, that's the 114. Course 114, yeah. Not a lot to see across the Bay of Swansea. Swansea over here. Last time we went round this hill, came down past Swansea football ground, and then along here. And Mumbles is back here somewhere. It's passed over Mumbles. Mumbles. Mumble, mumble, mumble. So we might have some rain on the way into Cardiff. Cut across Port Call on the little jutting out peninsula here. Yeah, it definitely looks a bit heavier up ahead. I think it might be raining by the time we get there. See, is that a runway ahead of us? No, it should be further on. Thinking about it. We are actually in line with the runway. Might be slightly right a bit actually. We haven't got the localizer picked up just yet. Here's Porth Call. Thought we would have picked up the localizer by now. Well, no, I suppose it is, maybe. Oh yeah, there it is, I think. Is that it? Potentially. I don't know though. Oh, it's looking pretty heavy. I think we'll be landing in the rain at this rate. On the approach. On. ICDF, which I would imagine is Cardiff. Yeah, there's the rain coming. Huh. Oh, what a shame finishing in the rain. I thought armed approach mode. Can't see a thing at the moment. I'm obviously a bit off to the left, so I'll come this way. Now. Right. Okay. And we should be able to pick up the localizer and the glide slope when it appears. As the rain starts. That's right, he's just adjusting because he's recognised he should turn back in a minute. Called the plane he, I think they're she's, aren't they, planes? She should turn back in a minute. I know ships are she's. Ships. I see no airport at the moment. Got my landing lights on, haven't I? Yeah. Got a pitot heat on. hear any. I think it's not icy, so. This is where one would say Cardiff Tower. Golf Foxtrot Sierra Delta Hotel is on final approach on the localizer. Golf Sierra Delta Hotel, cleared to land, runway 12. Alright, I'm losing the plot. If that's the runway lights up in front there. Got a 7-knot wind slightly from the left, but because we're below the guide slope at the moment anyway. Maybe that's the runway lights there, is it? Don't know. Can't really see it in this murk. I needn't have put the gear down quite so soon. I think that's the leading lights there. Just there. I thought it was here to start with, but I don't think the glide slope started. I haven't picked it up yet. Yeah, localizers active, established. Glide slope isn't yet. We ought to pick it up soon, or we'll be passing over the airport. I'll have to take it. Oh no, here he comes. Here comes the diamond. Put one of the flaps on and a bit more thrust in anticipation. As we start nose down in the speed up again. There we go. No auto land in a GA though, so we'll get a wee bit lower, 900 feet or so. Mind you, I didn't, we got 1015 on the, which is probably about right. Okay, let's put the autopilot off as we got visual. Try and maintain the diamond on our descent. We've got 2 reds and 2 whites, so. Now I wonder what my wheels are going to do this time. Bit gusty in places. I want to land as near to the threshold as I can so that I can turn off to the right. Should be after the cross runway anyway. Oh, go again, off to the right, off to the left rather. I don't know, where's my exit point gone? Have I missed it? Probably missed it, haven't I? Yeah, I've missed it. Let's turn around. Yeah. A grey day in Cardiff today. Oh, I didn't put Cardiff Airport on. Activate it. Never mind. I'm only going over to the GA area anyway. That's the default Cardiff Airport. It's not UK 2000s. I'm only going to stop over here somewhere anyway. Guess you could go in one of these somewhere. Don't know if you park in between the lines or on the lines. Well, park in between, doesn't really matter. Right, there we go. That's all, folks, for today. Okay, right, well, thanks for watching. I'll put my mug back on. Thanks for joining me again, and hope you keep following the tour as we head round England next, or the remainder of the England tour, the England VFR tour. And I'm not sure when it'll be. Maybe what are we today? Tuesday? Maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll do another one. So until then, I'll say cheerio, and hopefully you'll join me again next time. Thanks for watching.